rise against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
So I guess we'll just, all just head to our old rooms then.
Well, I guess that means I'm gonna have to share a bunk.
So?
So? Don't you think that we're a little too old for that?
It's either that or sleep on the couch.
Says the guy with his own room. Both of you two.
Well, we're older. That's just how it is.
Whatever. I'll just take the couch.
Hey, you don't want to crash together?
Why the hell would you want to?
I don't know. I just thought we could catch up.
I guess I'll get stuff in my room. I think there's something in the fridge I can make for supper.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool.
An alien manta ray fuses with the team from Miami, and
So,
together they become
is he a nerd?
super weapons.
He's not a nerd. Just because he's smart doesn't make him a nerd.
Yes it does. I mean, that's like the pure definition of a nerd. For crying out loud, he's studying astrology.
Astronomy. They're two totally different things. They hate when you get those mixed up, you know.
Couldn't care less.
If you went to school, you might.
I mean, what do you even see in him?
He's sweet. He swooned me.
He swooned you? What, like Tom?
Okay, that's a whole nother story.
Nah, I'm okay.
Suit yourself. Hell of a day, huh?
Yeah, I suppose it was. You think he would have liked the service?
Well, Dad was never one for anything big, so I think he would have liked it. Especially given the time we had planning it.
Yeah, it was just so hard to prepare, you know, because it's still so hard to believe.
Yeah, it is.
You ever feel like maybe we were supposed to have more time with him? Like maybe there were things we were still supposed to do with him, but now it's just interrupted.
Yeah, but I guess no one's ever really ready, are they?
I wish I was.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Mom and Dad will never see us get married. They'll never be grandparents, and none of our kids will have grandparents.
Well, wouldn't our spouses still have parents?
Joel's parents are both dead too, and he lives with his aunt and uncle. Oh my god, our kids are never gonna have grandparents.
With the state of this family, I don't think anybody would ever.
Shut up, Dan.
Hey, Anthony, are you doing okay?
Not really.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but our dad just kind of died.
Yeah, but aside from that, I just want to make sure you're doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Just dealing with some stuff right now is all.
Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise?
It was just some stuff with Dad, that's all.
What, did you have a problem with him?
No. No, it's just some unfinished business.
Well, at least he gave you a normal name.
That is nowhere near the same thing.
Isn't it? Look, if you're complaining about Dad, I at least want to take it in as well.
You've only been doing it for 20 years.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to have a name such as Daniel Daniels? I was the butt end of every joke all throughout middle school, not to mention you guys all doing the exact same thing when I got home. Hell, even Dad got a kick out of it every once in a while. That's probably why he even did it, just to have a running joke.
Holy shit! Can you shut up about it already? Some of us have actual problems that we're dealing with here. That is nothing.
Well, what the hell ever happened to you that makes you more privileged to be more pissed off than I am, Golden Boy?
You're both emotional and acting irrationally.
Really? Is this irrational? That is irrational.
You are being a child.
Oh, what else is new?
I'm pregnant.
Wow. All right.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, it's still early on. I'm fine.
What exactly is your plan?
How did this happen?
What? Did you want me to explain it to you?
Jeez, no, Billy, no. Who's the father?
It's Joel. Joel, the guy I've been seeing.
Does he know?
Yeah, Joel knows.
Does anyone else know?
Father Peter knows too. And, I wanted to tell Dad, but,
What were you thinking?
Excuse me?
Were you not thinking? Were you drunk or what? What were you thinking?
You just assume I was being stupid?
You were planning on having a child at 19 years
Guys! This is getting a little out of hand.
Just let me explain.
old? What's there to explain? That you were stupid? I mean, geez, what did you think would happen?
We were caught up in the moment.
Oh, so I guess that makes it all right then.
Anthony, I don't need this from you right now, okay?
Do you have any idea what the hell you've done? Do you really not realize how big of a deal this is?
Billy, what's wrong?
They know.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't know. I didn't think Anthony would freak out that much, and I knew that they would be surprised about it, but I don't know if he'll ever be okay with it.
Don't say that. He's your brother. Of course he will support you in this.
You didn't see him. He was freaking out so much. I mean, it's the most I've even heard him talk this whole time.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just don't leave me.
Did we go after her? What do we do? I don't know. This came out of nowhere. We have to do something. We need to talk to Toby. Yeah, let's do that.
Tony. What are we gonna do, man?
There's not much we can do.
Did you hear the way that you were talking to her? Look, I know it's a shitty situation and everything, but you handled it the completely wrong way. She needs us, man.
You can't run away from them forever. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to talk to them. And they're probably worried sick about you right now.
What are we supposed to do, Chris? Hell, where'd she even go?
I mean, she probably went over to Joel's house. I'll go with you.
Come on. She needs her family.
Okay.
All right.
Hey guys, I think that's Billy's car.
need to talk. Look, Billy, we're sorry, okay? And yes, we need to talk about this, but we care about you. Yeah, it's a big deal. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, and
What the hell was wrong with you?
what?
You didn't have to freak out on me like that.
I'm sorry, did you expect me to stay calm? This is a big deal.
Why did you freak out on me like that?
Billy, you're having a baby. This changes you, us, freaking everything.
Why do you even care?
Excuse me?
What, you're gone for a year and a half, no calls, no visits, and all of a sudden you walk in here acting like your dad?
Do you think that I wanted to deal with this? Do you think I wanted to come back to this? That I wanted to have to solve all of this family's messed up problems?
Well, you're doing a damn good job of it.
No, we are not doing this right now. We are not going to be some messed up family. This baby is coming, and we are going to take care of it. This is no kind of setting to introduce a child.
What if I don't even want it?
What?
Why not? Wouldn't it make everything easier?
We're trying to keep our options open, all right? We're trying to make this easy for everyone. We're Catholic. Life's not supposed to be easy. It's a pile of crap, and you just have to deal with it whether you like it or not.
Dad would let me. What? You don't think so? Look, it might not be the right option, but he would understand.
I don't think Dad is the best person to bring up right now.
What, just because he's dead, all of a sudden now he's a saint?
Look, guys, it's getting late. We just need to just...
Look, why are you telling me what to do anyway? What say do you have in anything to do with my baby? What experience do you have, Anthony, with this sort of situation? What gives you the right to say anything?
Because I was adopted! Mom and Dad got married, and they knew they wanted to have kids, so they immediately started trying it, and they did for almost a year, and nothing happened. They went to a doctor, and Dad's stuff had low mobility, so the odds of one making it to Mom's egg were slim to none. And they realized this, and they picked me up right from the hospital. Stupid people didn't want anything to do with me. And as I got older, Mom and Dad made sure that I knew what happened. They were even looking into adopting again, and I got excited about it, but then lo and behold, you happened. Came out of freaking nowhere. Doctors couldn't explain it, but they didn't care. They were just happy that they could have a child of their own. And Mom and Dad, they were planning on telling all of you about me, but I didn't want them to. I didn't want to feel out of place. I didn't want to be the special child. I wanted to be the same as all of you. And so they granted my wish, and we've been lying to you ever since. You want to know why I give a crap? Because I was this baby. I left a crappy situation behind and was brought into a family that I was promised would be all loving and caring, so we are not going to be the fucked up family that this baby leaves behind. And don't you dare tell me that Dad would do such a shitty thing when he brought me in. I feel like...
Tony, wait, where are you going?
No, I can't. You all lost your chance to care. I am not going to deal with any more of you anymore tonight.
Probably should have gone over there to the north. Frank said he saw a trout the size of a cat there the other day.
What, he didn't get it himself?
Oh, Frank sucks at fishing. Did you ask anyone yet? Oh, come on. Anyone you'd ask would say yes, you know that.
No, everyone that I kind of like is already taken by the football and sports kids. Plus, I don't know how to dance.
You know, no one's left?
It's not that big of a school, Dad.
That was bothering you? So what's really wrong?
I think Chris is getting taller than me.
You know, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if they found out.
Yeah, but then they'd know.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I mean, they'd know that I'm not part of
Look, I know you're scared about what they'll say or do if they find out, but you can't keep this from them forever. And they're your family. You know, I can promise you they won't see you any differently. And even if you're scared of what they'll say or do, which you shouldn't be, I promise you, you'll always be my son. Nothing will change that. For as long as I live.
Father.
Oh, Anthony. It's good to see you. How have you been? Shouldn't we be doing this in a booth or something?
No. It seems to me that you've been hiding as of late. I think it would be best if we did it in the open. So, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been approximately 7 months since my last confession.
All right, take your time.
I feel like I'm not connected to my family anymore. I'm having doubts that I ever really was. I feel like I don't know anybody anymore. And now that they know the truth, I guess I'm afraid that there's no turning back from it. Dad's death was just the straw that broke the camel's back. He was the last one who knew the truth besides you, and I just couldn't handle it, feeling so alone.
Have you always felt this way?
It's become more apparent now.
Because of your father's death?
I thought so at first, but today, Daniel being his selfish self as always, and Chris acting like I'm a million miles away, and Billy hearing her news, they all just said and did things that I never thought that this family would do. It's like this family has become the exact opposite of everything that I was promised. And while I sit here and try to deal with this shit pile of a situation, I just wanted to leave.
You know the story of the prodigal son, yes?
I only went to Catholic school, Father.
Ah, well, tell it to me as you remember it.
It was the son of a farmer or something like that. And he was selfish and wanted his father's inheritance money, so he asked him for it, and the father gave it to him, and he ran away with it. And he ended up blowing through all of his money and became poorer than dirt. Then he crawled back to the father asking for help and forgiveness, and the father rejoiced that his son had returned. How to put it? It was dead, but now he is risen, something along those lines.
Correct. It's a story about being lost and then being found. About being risen from the dead. But there is a common misconception about the story. You see, the prodigal son is not about the son. It's about the father. See, the son only cares about himself. I want my inheritance. I want to live on my own. I have sinned. Take me back. He only cares for himself. But the father takes him back because he loves him. This is the man that your father was. And it's the man that you need to be.
But I'm not Dad. I don't know how I'm supposed to
The
handle
story is about the love that the father has. It's the same love that your father showed you. Despite you and your sibling's selfishness, despite you not even being the same blood, your father loved you like he would a son. Because you are his son. The point of all this is that you need to make a comeback, not with hate, but with love. Bill is dead. And the love that came from him, it can't come from him anymore. So, it's the job of the children to carry that burden so that the love in this family can live on. Look at what you've been through today. What you and your siblings have been through. Look at what Billy is going through right now. Did you ever take into consideration at all her problems? What she has to deal with, what she's going through? And how can you expect to give a baby a loving home if all you do is throw hate at each other? Be the bigger man. Be the man that your father raised you to be. And give your family the love that he showed you.
I don't even know if it's my family anymore.
Here. Your father wanted me to give it to you when the time is right. I think the time is now. Your penance is to go home and read that with your brothers and sister. Go be with your father again. Let us conclude with the act of contrition.
I'm sorry
For what?
for being an ass. I haven't exactly handled any of this well.
Well, you're going through a lot.
Why didn't you tell us?
I was scared. Still am, I guess. I just felt like if I told anyone else anything, that I'd look like some sort of circus freak. Like I wouldn't belong anywhere, even with you guys. Dad dying set the whole thing off, really, and this is really the first time I've ever dealt with it.
Well, you're our brother, and this doesn't change anything, you know?
I mean, I can't say I know what you're going through, but I'll be your family when you need one.
Me too. Thanks, guys.
Well, at least there's one good thing to come out of this. I
At least now I know I'm taller than you.
Hey, what should we name it?
Hmm?
The baby. What should we name it? I mean, we don't know the gender or anything yet, but, you know, it's good to come up with ideas.
What's Joel's last name?
Collins?
Well, if we want to keep the tradition, then we have to name it Colin Collins.
Shut up.
Are we ready? Dear Anthony, Chris, Daniel, and Billy, you all suck. Not just as children, but as people too. I'm near death, with my wife, your mother, already dead, alone in this house, and half of you I hardly see, while the other half don't show up at all. What you may not understand, though, is that I'm okay with this. What I hope you all will come to know one day is that when you have children, your life stops being about you. As a parent, you push your child to be who you've always wanted to be, to chase the opportunities that never came to you, to provide luxuries that you've never had, and to avoid the mistakes you've made. But what I've come to realize is that my children are just like me. Whatever sins I teach you to steer away from, I know that you will develop sins of your own, as you've done with me, and I've done with my father, and he's done with his father, and so forth. The point being, I want all of you to know that despite all the crap you've done and may do, I love you and forgive you. And what I hope is that despite all of the crap I've done to you, is that you can learn to do the same for me. No matter where you end up, no matter who you become, remember that you come from me, and that you will always be my children. I love you, Dad. You were right, Dad.